Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about James Wiseman, and he suffered another setback, according to Marcus Thompson, the second, and Anthony Slater of The Athletic. So let's get right into that and talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Warriors James Wiseman suffers another setback with swelling in his right knee. The final stages of James Wiseman's return to the Golden State Warriors has hit another speed bump because of some swelling in his right knee. Wiseman will be temporarily shut down, according to The Athletic. He didn't practice with the Warriors for the past 2 days and won't play for the Santa Cruz Warriors in the 4th G League game on Sunday as initially planned. This has yet been an official determination of Wiseman's status for the rest of the season. The clock is ticking. The Warriors only have 12 games left in the season, particularly with 4 remaining back-to-backs. With him returning in time before the playoffs, those would be incredibly important developmental reps before the playoffs. That possibility is becoming more and more unlikely. Wiseman had surgery for a torn meniscus last April. This has been a very tricky and slow 11-month recovery. The swelling slowed his progress in December and forced a second procedure. This one was a scope. A knee scope is when you clean up the knee and take out loose bodies of either fluid, or sometimes there's little pieces of bone fragment or meniscus. Knees are weird, and the only reason I know a lot about it is because Pat McAfee has had a lot of knee surgery, and I listen to Pat all the time, and he talks about it that there's microfractions where they drill holes in your knee to stimulate cartilage growth. There's knee scopes, which they take out any bodily fluids or any fragments out of the knee, and then there's obviously a knee surgery, which is they either take the patella tendon or they take, I believe it's from the Achilles or something, they take another tendon from, so they'll take other parts of your body to rebuild your knee. It's crazy how they do it. So it is very tricky, knee surgeries, because it's gotten to the point where knee surgeries aren't career ending, but they are very tricky. There are so many horror stories out there. Thank God the last 10 years it's gotten better, but Sharif Floyd, search up Sharif Floyd, played for the Minnesota Vikings. He got knee surgery, never played NFL again after 4 seasons, and he was almost all pro. And look, back to this, James Wiseman. His procedures have stalled his return for another few, tenacious months, or tedious months. Tenacious isn't the right word. Tedious months, okay? And now that he is swelling again, we hope he doesn't need to get that knee drained, which is when they just take out the fluid. But Wiseman struggled to advance into contact work every time he was close. He kind of walked up to the doorstep of contact, and each time the knee has reacted a little bit different and told his body and basically told the staff, "You're not quite ready yet," which is what Bob Myers said early February. With a meniscal repair, you are at the mercy of how your body's going to react to that. Nobody in their right mind would push through with that in a young kid. We certainly wouldn't want to do that early in his career. Wiseman finally did advance to contact work on February 8th. His body responded well. He spent the past month increasingly doing more difficult scrimmages and eventually was cleared for G League games, and this was a huge milestone. Wiseman played 21, 20, and 21 minutes in the first 3 games this past week, and a 4th grade was scheduled for this Sunday, with an NBA return was expected soon, but that's now been halted. This is another bit of adversity that the young player who's had a struggle to get off to his NBA career, he's basically struggled to have it, and has only played 39 games due to a meniscus tear and didn't even participate in summer league or training camp. It continues to be it sucks for him. And Steve Kerr and the Warriors continue to believe that Wiseman will become a great player, but they stress that the need of playing time is something that has to come to fruition for this all to become a reality. And the growth process can't rev up until he's actually on the court consistently. And for the contending Warriors, this keeps Wiseman, their only 7-footer, out of the immediate picture. Nobody has been expecting him to claim a regular playoff role, but there's been some optimism that he could lessen the interior load on Kevon Looney and Draymond Green for the final stretches of the final weeks of the regular season, while perhaps adding a dimension off the bench that they didn't expect. But that's not becoming more and more improbable. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Are you guys with me? This sucks for James Wiseman, and I really do hope he comes back and everything's fine, because he is a good player. And nobody likes to see someone get hurt, okay? If you do, then you're a masochist, okay? But that's the video, guys. I would like to hear your thoughts down below. I hope James Wiseman is fine, but that's it for me, guys. Peace out.